Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the second last workshop by OverPower Marketing, the second last workshop of 2025. Let me just rephrase that. We have no intentions of canceling these series in the new year, but since it's the last 2 weeks of 2025, hence the second last. Anyways, this during this entire year, we have talked about different AI features that were released. We've talked about the different features of the system. We talked about what changed and how to use the system and how to utilize the system to work on your business in a better manner, to automate your daily task in a much more seamless manner, and basically using the system to ease in your workload, managing the team better, and focusing on your sales efforts to make sure that you land those inboxes, that you land those people in the right funnels, capture the information, put them into nurture sequences, state the payments, send the documents, and the list goes on and on and on. Then in the last quarter or this quarter, we initiated with the audit of the entire system so that we understand what our goals were, did we achieve them or not, where to view these goals, what does the data say, what strategies of ours worked in 2025, which of the strategies did not, what do we need to do in order to make sure that 2026 is a better year, how do we have a strong start in 2026, and so on and so forth. And since it's the second last workshop of 2025, we wanted to focus on just two things. Number one, what are the new features in the system which have been released? And number two, which features are we excited for that we are looking forward to using them starting 2026? So today I'm just going to show you some of that, and next week we're going to complete the remaining amount of the list, whatever it may be. So let's jump right into it. So one of the new things that you can find with the upgraded version of the system is that there is an entirely new launchpad. So when you enter your system, you go to app.opm.tools and you get to your sub account. This launchpad will open up right away. And within this launchpad, it contains 5 setup guides. Now, even if you have been a user of the system like we have since the past 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, no matter what your time range has been, this will show you how much you have utilized the system or how much you have understood the system, and still give you some of the tips and tricks that you may have been missing out on. So within over here, let me just close this little window right here. All right, within over here, you can see if your foundational setup progress has been completed or not, which means is, have you created your first new contact? Have you imported and engaged with all your contacts instantly? Have you generated new leads with a high converting funnel? Have you set up multi-channel communication? And have you started to engage in minutes? So you can, since we might have done that, but we haven't completed this, so we can just watch the video or watch the tutorial and see what we are missing out on. The same goes for launching our first campaign to drive engagement, nurturing leads with automated drip campaigns, booking more appointments, and you obviously can read what's in front of you. But apart from that, you also have marketing and lead generation, sales and conversations, website and monetization, and not necessarily that this will apply on everyone, but e-commerce as well. Now, this is one of the few things that has been released. No, one of the few. Yeah, one of the list, which goes endlessly. Now, once you're done with this launchpad, you go onto the dashboard. Now, within a dashboard, it's pretty much the same as it used to be. But when you're in a managerial role, even though you have a dashboard, you need someone to basically make sense of the dashboard, give you like a summary. Now you have this Ask AI button over here. You can click on it and it will show you your highlights. Basically, that's what it does. So I just did it on a test dashboard before this meeting, and it showed me the opportunities, that there has been a 9.35 increase in total opportunities. It showed me my opportunity stages. It showed me the Google Ads, email performance, appointments, and manual actions as well. And it gave me the final insight as well. Again, I can upvote it, downvote it, copy it to send it out send it out to the team as an email or whatever I want to do, or I can even further ask them any questions if I want to. So that's one of the amazing features as well. And before I forget, you have these green buttons or these gradient of green buttons on almost on every page, which will tell you how to learn more about that particular page that you're on. And then we move on to the conversations, which is again a newly revamped version of the conversations. Over here, now you can choose to create new, search, have these buttons on the left hand side. You can expand and collapse, whatever. I forgot the words, what it's used. And then you have all of these messages over here. And then you can even use the filtering system, which is really amazing for some people. So if you click on filter, and if it allows me to click on filter, I can select which filter type do I want to use. I can go for the engagement score. I can go for the assigned user, the follow-ups, mentions. By mentions, what it means is all the chats or conversation in which I've mentioned my team members, be it Cohen or be it Oren, I can select them and see all the conversations. Then the last message direction, outbound message type, last message channel based on the tag, or the SLA, which we haven't configured yet. But this SLA is the speed to lead conversation, basically. Not conversation, it's a numeric value or a percentage. Sorry. So this is something new which you might be interested in looking in. Then if you go into the contacts part, you will see if we can enable this for you, but we have enabled this for ourselves. You have this new entire contact page where you have the names, phones, emails created, lost activity, and tags. Over here, when you click on add a contact, come on, you have the normal one, which is the first and last name email, and you can even now customize the form. So for example, if I click over here, I can click on manage fields, and then I can choose which fields do I need to add when I'm creating a new contact. Do I want their state of birth as well? So for example, if my team member, or if I'm adding new contacts into our system, do I need to add the date of birth? Do I need to add tags into it? Do I need to add the addresses of them? Do I need to add the scoring or the type of service or whatever it is that I need to add? I can select it over here. And once I've selected it, I can make them required or not required. So, for example, if I'm making a new contact and my boss Oren says that Mustafa, that person needs to have a phone number and an email and a tag before it can be added, then we can make those fields required so that you don't have fluff within the system in which it's usually people's name and number, no email, or name and email without a number, or name, phone, and email, but it does not contain any tags. And without tags, you do not utilize the system properly or fully to its maximum potential. So you can also work on that as well. So creating your own new add a contact form for your own employees for them to add people into the system. Apart from that, within the payment section, there is a new thing that people can work on, which is the, not over here, go to payments, which are the gift cards. Now, gift cards is something that you can create gift cards that you can provide to others or you can redeem. So all you need to do is go to payments, click on gift cards, and click on create a gift card. And it will open up a menu like this. Sorry, the information over here is hidden just for privacy reasons. You can give them a name, a good description, set an expiry date. You can even select if it needs to have a link or not a link, and you can add your terms and conditions as well. And then you can customize your card, then you can set the values, tags, and categories, and then you can review the card. Again, how to use this would be shown on in 2026 when we are actually working with this system and we're actually working with this particular feature using in our campaigns. Apart from that, there have been more things that have been added into the system. So for all the people who are using the system to making calls on a daily basis, and they have like people assigned making these what we call power dialer calls or manual dialer or auto dialer calls, what we have over now is that before a week, or no, not week, before a month ago, the no, when a call was ended, the only disposition you had within the manual caller was call completed, busy, voicemail, and no answer. But now you can add as many as you want. So if I go to settings, phone services, and I believe that's the right place to go for it, go to voice. I can add two things over here. One is I can add a call scripts. I can add scripts so that when people are making the calls to the people that I want to be called, it could be based on segmentation, it could be based on gender, it could be based on any particular attribute, and each attribute or each niche could have a different script. So when I'm making the calls to anyone, I click over here and I make a call, I can select the script for it as well. So let's see if I can call someone. Yeah. Cohen, I'm calling you. Don't pick up. I'm just checking something. So over here, we have this option which is called scripts. This, and then select the script that I want. For example, sorry, that was just a loud voice in my head. So I can select the script which I wanted. And then based on the script, I can go according to that script and have a conversation with that particular person. And after the call has been ended, I can select the custom disposition. Now, these dispositions can be changed. It can be added, it can be reduced, it can be changed. Why does that matter? Because behind each disposition, we can add a workflow or an automation. So for example, if the disposition says person picked up but not interested, or a person said to call me back after 3 months, or the person says I'm interested but I don't like your price, and it could be anything, any of your usual case to case scenarios. You can add them in the custom dispositions. When the caller clicks on that particular disposition, that automation will fire up. Simple as that. So over here you can add the script. You can, within the custom dispositions, you can add dispositions. So for example, I can add a disposition saying, what would be a good disposition? No, I love this. Let's say that. And obviously you can't see that, but since it's privacy mode, but I can just save it over here, and then I'll have to delete it afterwards as well. But then again, I'll make a call just to confirm it. So go to resend, call him once again, retype. And over here, I love this over here. And then we have this more dispositions where I can select which disposition it's supposed to be. So this will save a lot of time and a lot of effort for your callers, so that they don't have to add tags or add notes, especially for the use cases which are recurring almost on a daily or multiple times in a day basis. So just do this done, go over here, delete this once, and then delete this twice because I added it 2 times unintentionally. Apart from that, we have call recording and call transcription as well. So we can enable call transcription. What it means is that it will automatically generate transcriptions for recorded inbound, outbound, and IVR calls. And using the transcriptions, we can put them or push them into an AI to convert them into an email or a text and have different workflows or automations based on what the call was about. Apart from that, what else do we have? We can add notes in your workflow. So if you go back, this is the place that I love a lot, even though I haven't used it that much, but it comes in handy when I'm making big projects, because I add the notes and then I go back and delete the notes. But it really helps me out a lot. So I'll just go over here and create a workflow, start from scratch, and don't and stick to the end, because we have one major thing that we have added this year. We feel that it will bring you the utmost benefit to your systems. Well, within the workflows, you have this automation AI or workflow AI. You can tell it what you need to make it. For example, if I click on email campaigns, or I can type down anything I want. I can just click on enter, and it will start generating my workflow, whatever workflow I wanted to make. Within this chat, I can keep saying that this is what I wanted to do. Check if the birthday is 3 days before, 7 days before. If the birthday has been paused, that they enjoy their birthday, send out an email, send out a gift card, send out this and that, whatever it may be. You can talk over here, and the system will try to generate your workflow for you. Again, you will have to go in and fine tune it, but at least you'll have some sort of a foundation to work with. So let's just wait for it to do this, and then we can move on to showing you the feature of the automations that I really love enjoying. I really love using. Enjoying was not the right word. While it's doing that, I can show it to you on the left hand side. Yeah. All right. So here it gave me a 3-step workflow. To contact upcoming birthday, send out an SMS, wait until the actual birthday, and send to send an email on that particular day. Now, if I just close that over here, I can access that again by clicking on these 2 stars. But over here, I can add, if I want, a workflow note or any action notes if I want to. I can add sticky notes as well. So if I click over here, I can add multiple notes, and somehow my mouse is double, triple clicking. Anyways, so delete this afterwards. Let's say that's what I wanted to say. So over here, I can just click on notes, hide notes, show notes, go over here, come on, close and close. And there you have it. You can add these notes so that you know what you're working on and you can follow the steps that you had made previously. Confirm. All right. Now, one more thing that we need, I really wanted to go over with you guys over here is that within OverPower Marketing, we have given you 24/7 support now. As you can see this pop up over here, it's not just for show, it actually works. So now we have 24/7 support, latest updates, updated knowledge base, and much more. All you need to do is click on the chat icon to learn more or to talk to one of our support specialists. And this support specialist is going to be available 24/7. And yes, 24/7 would mean around the clock every day, even Saturdays and Sundays. So that's what you can do. In order to attain that, you'll just click over here on the small icon for the chat bubble. You pop up and wait for it to process. And then you can go to help articles, find what you're looking for. You can click on news to find what's been recently been added into the system without having to watch the workshop videos with us, and you can find it out by your own self. So enhance submit message editor called dispositions. I just explained that. Manual reviews and reputation. Also, we have video reviews as well that we might be going over next year or maybe next week. Then we have inbound D&D support. We have different unsubscribing messages for different campaigns that you can set up easily, multiple watermarks in social planner. Let me just remove that, please, and close this out. We also have within social media, we have Threads and Blue Sky analytics available as well, and those integrations as well. And this year, we have added a lot of integrations for your systems as well. Third-party integration specifically would be ClickUp, it's Asana, and it's many more than that. Anyways, we'll get to that when we get there. Then we have memberships, and yeah, we have a lot more. So this is everything, not everything, but these are all of the things that we feel that we'll be using on a daily or at least a weekly basis starting 2026. When it comes to built-in workflows, using workflow AI and notes, when Oren is going into the system to check out the dashboard, he'll just click over here and get the entire summary. So he wouldn't have to go all the way down to see and then make sense of it all. Apart from that, our callers, our cold callers and warm callers can make use of their custom dispositions, and then they can continue add in more dispositions whenever they feel like they have the same case being repeated. Yeah, and that would be it. Again, it's not much that changed, but the things that did change made a really big, what should I say, the things that changed made a really big change. That does not sound right. If anyone has a right word for that, please let me know. But yeah, that would cover everything that we wanted to show you today. And we will have more things to add on to it next week. And then from 2026, we'll be starting a series. And again, we don't want to announce that series as of yet, but we will be announcing that soon. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you all next week as well.